Hey guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. Come on in and say hi. Hopefully you guys are having a great evening. I'm going to show you the breads. I'm only going to show you a couple of the breads we made. When they grow up, this is what they look like. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to remove one, not the other one, because I made a whole bunch today for the auction. So we're going to go ahead and just take the one out of here, and I'm going to show you what I do. Hey Shirley, how are you? I think I got like here somewhere. So normally you can keep these in here. If you want to rust this up, hey Cindy, if you want to rust this up, you can. But for tonight, I'm going to go ahead and do the whole full-blown, show you everything. So I'm going to cut this because these are cheap. So what I found out is go to Walmart. Walmart is actually cheaper than Dollar Tree to get this, believe it or not. So when you remove this, now this is nice when you have breads that you're going to have, you want the whole loaf sitting out. You don't want it, hey Levon, you don't want to have part of the loaf. You want to have the whole loaf wrapped up real pretty. Hey Carolyn, hey Sheila, how are you guys? So you want to be able to have that whole loaf sitting on a breadboard. Okay, so I'm not going to remove this tonight. I'll remove this later because I forgot the cutter, so I couldn't cut this off. So you see how everything is real shiny? And what I love, hey Cindy, what I really like, hey Debbie, what I like about this one, the Wurth, let me get it out. There's just a different texture about, this I did a while ago. There's just a different texture. It's not a soft foam, but this is really soft. You could almost use this as a pillow. I mean, it's that soft and squeezy. So what we need to do is take and remove the shine. But this is the one if you want a snapshot. Sorry, it's not forward like it would be. Hey Diane, how are you? Hey Natalie, hey Karen. Normally you'd see it the normal way, but Facebook has taken those privileges away. Hi Shyla, how are you? Hey Teresa. So this is what it is. It's a 1 inch. And it is the softest and the whitest foam you'll ever get. And it's really easy to play with. So we're going to take that out of the way. So the next thing we need to do is sand. So you don't go crazy because you can rip this thing apart. How are you doing, Cindy? Hey, Karen. Be gentle with it. So I was looking for my other, there it is. I like a stronger sandpaper. It's less work, but I don't have a long enough one. So we're just going to go ahead and sand. Just sand like, yeah, it's not going to work. Sometimes the stuff is just not the greatest paper to work with. I had a whole bunch of this stuff, I don't know. So just go gently. You want to remove the shine. Hey Lori, hey Levon. Just go lightly. You don't have to have it 100%. Just go gentle. Hey Karen. This is so the paint adheres to it better. Hey Deb, how are you? And just take it lightly. If you go too hard, you're going to start ripping it apart. You don't want that. So I'm just kind of going across. Less shine is better. So you see, it's not shiny anymore. It's really dull. So now let's go ahead to the top. And this is icky. So we're going to just go back and forth, work it up and over, guys. Form the bread. Now it's okay if it has some lumps on it because bread isn't perfect. Is Stephanie on here? Hey Stephanie, if you're on here. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And I'm going to tell you what, after I'm done doing breads for this time, I'm done doing breads for what? I did 1, 2, 3, I think 4 loaves of bread are ready, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go, but I'm done after today. So mainly, just smooth it out. It's okay, it's supposed to be bumpy. If you've ever seen real bread, it's bumpy. So it no longer has the sheen on it. Hey Becca, how are you? Hey Kim, how are you? I'm going to go ahead and just move my mess off to the side. Okay, so I did one, and I'm going to go ahead and give this a base coat. We're going to do a nut bread, and we're going to do a regular bread with Italian seasoning. I wish you guys could see the words the right way, but that's Facebook for you. So let's go ahead and we're going to do this nutmeg, apple barrel nutmeg. So this one will be darker than the other. One's going to be dark, one's going to be a light. And I want to start playing with pumpkin bread. Now I did make that pie last year and it turned out really good. But I've got to play with it a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and still tap it. I want it to still look like a brown bread, but not like brown, because the brown is going to be really on the top. So this is just nutmeg. So y'all doing good? I'll do the base on this thing tomorrow. I forgot to cut that, but that's okay. So just rub it in a little bit. When you do this, you're getting a little bit of a texture. You're getting a little bit of the light, a little bit of the dark. And then we're going to add more to it. And this one will be a bread that can come out or stay open. I'm just trying to make it so you have light colors and dark colors. I'm just going to put it on here and just forget that. Because if you know, banana bread is dark. I have yet to see a banana bread that is not dark. But I don't want it super dark. I want it to be where this all kind of fills in. Now, sometimes you have to get in here and get a little bit of the darkness into the holes. Get it into the holes. That's just going to make it a little bit easier. Because mind you, we're going to be using another color on top of this. We're going to be actually using a darker color on top. Is anybody used to making this stuff? Hey Jennifer, how are you? Hi Jennifer Dixon. Hey Shay Shed, how are you? We're going to go ahead and do this. This is our light color. Then we're going to put a little bit of the dark on the bottom. And we will be using coffee with this. I'm doing this one a little different than I normally would. It's a dark bread, so there's no reason to be too picky about color. I know it looks like yuck, but wait till you see some of the breads I did. They turned out really good. I just want to get all of this inside the holes. Get it in the hole, guys. Get it in the holes. Okay, so I'm going to just tap it a little. Tapping is really, will give you that cool bread look. I mean, it kind of looks like bread, but it's not there yet. Okay? This is where you need 1,000 different rags. Let's try this. You want to dry it before you apply the next color. Hi, Christy. Hi, Jennifer Dixon. Did I say hi? Probably did. You know me, I repeat myself. Now, I have something cool I'm going to show you when we're done. Actually, nope, that's wrong. Ah, I broke my thing here. Ah, hang on, guys. Sorry. Rearranging house here. Rearranging house. So I'm going to add a little dark brown to the top. And then we're going to add coffee grounds. Hey Barbara. Hey Sharon. And we're going to add a little bit of the coffee grounds at the very last. But try to dry it as best as you can. I'll do the base tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about the base. Now you don't have to do the base if you don't want to. You can paint it black and be done with it. Hey Patty. Yes. Yes, they did, Patty. I'll show you some more. Hey Kim. Now with any of this bread, sorry guys, I'm going to end up having this stuff all over my face. They all turn the size I want. I want them to be big so that I can sand them and they go over them so they look like a high bread. And then I usually like to pull this off, sand the whole entire thing, put it in a new container only because I want to sand it, because if I want to take it out and I want to have it as a whole bread, I have both. Okay, so now we're going to take our truffle. We better not use that. We're gonna take the truffle. We're gonna add the truffle just to the top. Because mind you, we've got, this is truffle chalk paint. And chalk paint is really good because it really is thick. And so again, take a few minutes and dab. You want it dark, but you want it to look like you've got some of the other color of the bread there. Okay. Just find some little, I got holes here. The hardest part is getting into all the holes. Believe me, after this, I'm done with bread for a while. I do want to get into other stuff. I want to get into more like the making of the bread bowls and making things to put the bread inside. Okay, let's dry this, and then we're going to put some, I'll put some coffee grounds. Hi, Lavon. So this will be the nut bread. Now remember, you can't go wrong with bread. Bread has its own look to it, okay? This one will be a little dark, but that's okay. So we're going to take a little bit of the coffee grunge, which is, I believe, 1 cup water, 1/4 cup instant coffee, and then I do my own thing. I just pour coffee in there, I just pour vanilla in there, and I pour all the spices in there. I just pour. Hey Vicky, I pour in here. I don't really measure. Me, I'm kind of lazy that way. So we're just gonna make a dark bread basically. As everybody knows, banana bread is dark. And then just tap it a little. Not too much. We're going to dry it. And then we're going to put some, we'll go ahead and put the nuts and stuff on top of this. It's not that hard to make this bread, guys. I try to keep all the excess out of here. And this could be even like your dark rye bread, you guys. Hi, Glenna. Hey, Lisa. This could be almost like a dark bread too, like a rye bread. So if you really wanted to, you could just make it a rye bread and put stuff on top. Yeah, I was making all these breads today and I was just like, I'm bread out. Seriously. Okay. I try to get it as dry as possible. Okay. Now this is the best part of it. Okay, hold on. Coffee grunge brown out of here with that. Okay, let me put a new paper down. It's good not to have the same paper up. Helps to put things back in the exact same spot, guys. Okay, so what I like to do, and I can only find these at Christmas time, and they're at Hobby Lobby. I should have bought an extra bag. They're the nuts. They are actually scented nuts of cinnamon stuff, and they're in the potpourri section at Christmas time. But what I like about them is they actually have kind of like berries in them and stuff too. Oh, cool, Nancy. Make sure to take pictures. Hi, Junk Wench. How are you? What's your name? Yes, and take pictures. I want to see. Now, I like to put a lot. Hang on, I just watched my last video of when I did my bread, my white bread. I didn't realize that was the one where I blew all the Mod Podge all over my clothes. And that wasn't fun. I need my little toothpick. Where are you? I need to bring some more in. Make sure this thing is cleaned out so it does not explode on you. Valuable lesson learned, but you would think I'd have learned it the first time. So I like to put a lot on. You want those nuts to stick. So get it in there. Put on as much as you want or as little as you want, but you want that, they have to have something to stick to. And like I said, it's very easy to do this. It's a no-brainer. Have no fear. You can always paint over it if it didn't turn out. You have no idea how many times I've tried. Okay, now we're gonna take our nuts. Hey Vicki, did I say hi Vicki already? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm gonna put my nuts on. Now have something underneath it that's clean to catch because you want to catch as much as you can. And I don't really mind the berries on here or the cranberries or whatever they are. They're so cool. They look actually really neat in here, except for the big ones. You don't want those. Those aren't nuts. So just get them in there. And remember, this will dry clear. The hardest part is keeping them on here. So if you don't have to move too much, it's always a good thing. Try to lift them. It just depends on how much of this you want. Mind you, all this will dry, but now it has something to hold on to. As I have it now all over my floor, you guys. Okay, we're gonna get some more over here. I save everything because, you know, this stuff's not cheap and you only get it one time a year. I could just kick myself for not getting a little bit more. And then I put a little bit more over here. This is just going to adhere really well. Here we go. Let's be stepping in this stuff for a while. Okay. I try to be really careful, but you know, it's not that easy when you're messing with these nuts. Okay. Let's get the nuts everywhere. We're gonna put drizzle on it too. Okay, don't worry about your drips. Put this on the way. So don't worry about the drips. The drips are okay, it's just glue. And that glue will dry. So you can see how easy it is to make it look like a nut bread. Okay, so now we gotta let this one dry because it's gonna go all over the place. I like to take a full bottle of puffy paint. Now I prefer using spackle and whipping it really good and then putting it on. I ran out of time to do that. So I wanna make sure you squeeze it out a little bit. Now we're just gonna go take it. There's not a right, there's not a wrong. Just knock yourself out and have fun. That's what you don't want. So try to throwing it more than that. Okay, now that's good. I don't want to overdo it. So you have a simple little drizzle on here, guys. A simple little drizzle. Hey, Judy. So you have a simple little bread, okay? Now, we're gonna let this one dry for a little bit and then we'll go back to it and we will add stuff to it. But these need to sit. This stuff is gonna need to sit without interruption. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do, I saved my nuts. Okay, the next one we're gonna do is I've already done the one coat. I've sanded it. I've already done the one. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thank you, Cindy. Thanks, Levon. I did one already. I did because I'm tired of painting this color. I mean, cashew is great for your base for real bread. So we're actually gonna try to make it look like French bread, but it's gonna be Italian bread, okay? So all we have to do with this is add nutmeg. Nutmeg is your friend, truffle's your friend, cashew's your friend. So when you do the base coat of this is gonna make it lighter. Now this one you have a lot of dabbing off. I go through a lot of brushes. So I like to take and go on the edges first. Again, you're gonna do a lot of dabbing, so have rags. And all the dabbing is doing, it's gonna give you that little bit of look of bread. So just kind of keep dabbing it. You're basically layering this. Okay, just keep adding. You'll see where it comes into, it'll all come into the picture. But you really want your base to be really dry. So when you're doing this, make sure the base is really dry. Otherwise your paints will mix and you don't want the paints to mix. Okay, and keep dabbing. Dabbing is your friend. If you want that bread color, this is where your bread color starts. Okay, we're not done. Keep going across the top. Again, down. Keep dabbing. You're starting to see the light color. Now try to get in there into those holes. Get into those holes. That's the hardest part, is trying to eliminate the white that sticks out. Just get in there the best you can. It's amazing. You think you see all the holes and then you don't see all the holes. Okay. So you see how nice it's going to be? It's going to be a nice pretty bread. Hey Tammy! It's going to be a nice pretty bread. And this is nothing, guys. A no-brainer, okay? Now I like to take the bottom. I'm just going to take a little bit on the bottom, not much, because it's supposed to be a little lighter on the bottom. You're going to basically do the same thing. Now your hand's going to rub into this stuff, but it's okay. You can go back and mess with it a little bit more each time. And just play with it, guys. You will find out your little niche into making bread. And then the special part is using the coffee Grinch. Try to get it in there the best that you can. You're not going to be perfect, but you know what? It's a craft. It's not like you're $1 million piece of bread or something. Just want it to look like a nice brown piece of bread. Some spots in there. I try to get in there, but it's not always the easiest thing to do. And now you can do the bottom, but we're not going to worry about the bottom. Okay, the next thing we need to do is dry. The next thing to do is dry. So isn't it a pretty piece of bread? You get really messy. This is what I'm saying. It doesn't take a lot to make this. You just can't have fear. It's kind of like I told people before before I got into computers and stuff, when I worked at the middle school. Don't have any fear. Just go for it. You can't figure it out. Figure it out. Take your time, and you will find out how to fix it. And everybody's bread is going to be different. Nobody has the same bread. So you can see how nice it looks. It's a nice golden brown bread. Hey Carol. Hey Debbie Florentine, how are you? Like I said, it's fake bread. It's not going to be perfect. I mean, if you want perfect, I don't know. I'm definitely not me. Now you can go back in, and there's some spots where I can't get my brush into real well, but you can try to go in there a little bit more. Just try to cover it. But nobody sees this part, and I'll go do that part last, okay? We'll go back into here and do a few more. And you can touch up along the way. It's just hard sometimes to get into the holes. Okay, so now we're gonna take our coffee grunge. Now tomorrow, guys, I am on Crafter on the Clock tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Hey Sandra, I'm on at 9 o'clock in the morning with Crafter on the Clock. I have no idea what I'm gonna make. So there's something else I gotta worry about. I was thinking I'm not gonna go on tomorrow because I gotta work on this auction stuff, and then I realized I have Crafter on the Clock tomorrow morning, so I've gotta come up with something. I'm sure I will figure it out. I just want to get most of it off. Okay, so now we're gonna take our grunge. Grunge, I don't mix, I don't measure. I put as much coffee in here, as much water I feel I need, how much vanilla I want, how much cinnamon I want, how much cold. I do me. And you'll find that it doesn't really matter. It depends on how thick you want it, okay? So now we're gonna take the grunge, and I love this stuff, and just kind of go back and forth and take it down through the sides a little. And we'll have a nice French bread. And then we're on this one, it'll be easy. We're gonna put on just simple Italian seasoning. Now you can use real seasoning, guys. Just so you know. You just gotta make sure you seal it. And I try to use this to get into some of the holes too, because it's nice so you can get those holes a little darker. Okay, now we're gonna dry this real quick. You see how easy this stuff is, guys? It's a no-brainer. If I can do it, you can do it. Oh yes, and my hands will have coffee smell on it all day long, Kim. Hey, Teresa. I have more brushes than I know what to do with. I'm gonna get that nice and dark. And then we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put the Mod Podge on top, and we're gonna put the Italian seasoning on it. Now, if you really want to, you can make it smell like garlic, throw a little garlic on it. I seal mostly all the breads that'll be in the auction will be all sealed. But what I say is every 6 months to a year, throw a little bit of that Mod Podge spray on it to seal it again. Hey, Nancy. Oh, you do too, Sandra? I do too. I gotta make sure this is nice and dry. So you can see how nice for an Italian bread. Now sometimes your hand will touch the bread and some of it comes off. Well, you can touch that up. I'm gonna turn it up. Trying to get it nice and dry. Okay, so now we have our Italian bread, and you can touch up spots if you say it's too light. Get your coffee grunge. Don't even have to paint it anymore. Just throw a little coffee grunge in there. It kind of gives you that look if you have any more dry spaces, but we're gonna leave it as this. Hey Karen, how are you? Thank you guys. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, what am I doing? Oh, I'm putting on Italian seasoning. Do the same thing. The easy thing with this is, it's powdered flakes. And this smells good too. And buy all your seasonings at Dollar Tree. So there's plenty at Dollar Tree. If you want a little bit more, throw a little bit more on. You can double it up, do whatever you want to do. Get it in there, because you need it to be nice and thick. Now remember, the stuff is gonna stay on here. I'm just trying to get it all covered. Okay. So now you have Italian bread. Now, mind you, The Mod Podge dries by itself. You got to jump back on. And it's Cheryl, right? Cheryl. Sometimes I forget. Hey, Angie. So with this stuff, you guys, take your time. You got spices in the house. They're not going to go bad. You're going to seal this up really well. Believe me, your craft room smells wonderful when you're done. Okay, so now we have two breads. We have a nut bread. I hate that. Oh, something red in that one. Okay, so you have a nut bread. Okay. Hi, Irene. Beth. Gotta get everybody so confused lately. Beth or Cheryl or somebody. I keep getting everybody messed up. I'm getting old, guys. I try to remember everybody. It's either Beth or it's going to be Cheryl. For some reason, I get YouTube mixed up. It's like Chicken Pickens. I did the same thing with her. I got hers all messed up. Chicken Pickets. Picket. Just ignore me. Okay, before we go further, I'm going to let this sit here a second. I have to show you what I made today. So what do you guys think of this? I did the pan in sunflowers, and it's just white bread. I added the bow and the bee, and then I added a cute little tag. So what do you think? You guys like that one? I just thought I'd try something different. Instead of it always being just pure primitive, I thought we'd try something different. So what do you guys think? You like it? Isn't it pretty? Thank you, Kim. I mean, it makes a difference if you know, not everybody is into, you do? Sherry loves nuts, yeah. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Cindy. So I thought I'd try something different. So I put a bee on there, added some ribbon, a nice little, and this is just regular. It's all good. Oh, you haven't been called worse now. So I just wanted to show you how you can take it into a different perspective instead of it always being grungy. Get me mixed up for someone else. Oh, I've known you long enough now. But for some reason I was thinking Cheryl. There's somebody else that's name is Cheryl. Hey, Kathy. Oh, thank you, Kathy. But yeah, so that was this one. Okay, so let's move on. I wanted to show you the other two breads I did. This one I did today too. These are monster breads. And I put it in the blue and white tin with the napkins. Okay? These are fun, guys. I'm addicted to napkins. Why, I don't know. But I gave away a ton of napkins. Now I could kick myself for doing that. But now I did this with that blue and white napkins I bought a while ago. And then here's another mamacita, another big one. Just regular bread. And you can do what you want to do with this. Oh, you're going to add it to your list? I seal the breads with Mod Podge spray. You're on a roll. You guys are so sweet. Okay, so that's those. So let's go ahead. I'm going to try to dry this one first now, lightly. You just don't want it blowing the nuts everywhere. This stuff can be pretty messy, let me tell you. Take your time with this kind. Now this will dry underneath. All the glue will dry by itself. Hey, Jennifer. Oh, thank you. Hey, Mandy. How are you doing, sweetie? So this one, I got to make sure it's dry before I can put a ribbon around it. Now this one, I was going to do a bottom to it, but I think I'm just going to leave these this and add a ribbon to them because I'm pretty tired tonight. I went to bed after 2:30 this morning because I couldn't fall asleep. Mod Podge spray, I'll show you. I go through this, so much of this, guys. Mod Podge spray. Sorry it's not in incorrect words, but hey, they won't let us flip the screens anymore. So just remember, Mod Podge spray. It's getting there. That's the hard thing is when you're doing this on a live and showing you, it's very hard because I gotta make sure it's really dry before I put anything on it. There's a piece of red something here. a piece of something on there. Hi, Janine. And these are beautiful just to put out year round. If you want to make them fancy for Christmas, you can even, once this is fully dry, you can remove your ribbons and stuff and change them out if you want. Oh, yeah. Make sure you have that anytime you're putting, now these nuts are not nuts. These are potpourri nuts. So like I said, you can take this and you could actually add toasted sesame seeds on here too. This one should be a little easier to work with, so we'll let that sit for a little bit, and here'll be the next one. We're just going to put ribbon over this one. Yeah, I'm always throwing something. I had this place clean, guys. I worked on this room. It was spotless and clean. And now, forget it. Yeah, when I looked at that video and saw when I blew all that Mod Podge everywhere, it was like, I still can't believe I did that. And then I blew paint that other time. I'm like, do you think I could do it twice in a row? I guess I could. So we're going to use just a basic Jubilee ribbon. And we're going to cut it though, because we don't need this big stuff. I want to get into making eventually. I got to go make some more of those dinner rolls. I want to make some more of those. I'd like to get a dozen of those made. I don't know if I'll do it tonight or, well, I might do it tonight. Because if I can do it tonight, that means by tomorrow they'll be dry. Actually, I don't need it that big. I don't want it too big. We don't need it that big. This would be pretty. You think the red ribbon, or do you think I should do a white? Hey, Carol, how are you? You're so welcome, Nancy. Hey, Stacy. Should I do a red or should I do a white? This is red. Should I do a white or red? Hey, Deborah. What do you think? Does red look okay? Hey, Karen. What do you guys think? I have some plain yellow. Red? Okay, I'm good with red then. If I don't have to think too hard, it's always a good thing. Okay. And that's what I like about doing these when they're open like this, because you can leave them out. Hey, Dawn. You like red, red, red? Everybody likes that. Hey, Crystal. These are nice just to leave out like this instead of even putting them in a container. Oh, yeah, I'll seal it again. It's wet, so I don't want to seal it until it's completely dry, and then I'll go ahead and do that. But this way, you still can pick up the ribbon and still do things with it. We're going to add a little bit of Sweet Annie. Okay, and then I did want to look for a button. We are going to put on this one, we're going to do the little crow. Thank you, guys. Hey, Kathanie, how are you? We're going to go ahead and put this on. I could be a good girl and just use a brush, but what fun is that? I'll dry this up a little bit. And I'll put nut bread on the other side. Hey, Dawn. So it'll be and on the other side I'll put nut bread. I'm going to try to do it with my stamps. Try to do it with my stamps. I want to add a little bit more darkness to this. I like it really dirty on these things. I'm I'm gonna put nut bread if I can make it fit. It should fit. I just put it all over my face. I don't. I'm Central Standard Time. Nuts. I gotta make sure it fits. I had these all in order. Why? Because I only make a mess. Is that not NU? And I need a T. I normally have these all nice and lined up. I don't know what I did. Jeez. Probably faster off just, yeah. Let's do nut, and then we'll do bread. I'm not very good at this, guys. I feel very tired today. I'm just, you know what? Where's my capital B? Where is my B? B. I have to learn my alphabets as I'm doing this. I think the bottom turned out better than the top. There for now. This is nut bread. Nut bread. Okay. We are going to add. Where'd my marker go? If I only had a brain. So we're gonna do this. I did 7 jars of jelly. So I'm hoping this week we're gonna be doing my auction, guys. I can't tell you tomorrow. I'll know more tomorrow exactly what day we're gonna do it. I've got almost everything done out front. I just need to, how about, what can I put in the center? I have a little, what should I put in the center? What should I put in the center? It needs something. Well, let's see, I have like a, should have a button? No. Looks like it needs something, don't you think, guys? Does it need something? If I miss you guys, I'll catch you later. No. You know what? I'm just going to do the loopy thing. Okay. So it's just going to be this, and it's just going to be, it says nut bread. Hey, Dorothy. No heart started is good enough. Tell I'm tired. This not falling asleep at night is really kicking my tail, guys. Wait, I guess it don't matter. Man, I'll tell you, I had one good night's sleep over the weekend, and that was it. And everything else has been just a nightmare. I try to blame it on my cat because he's always causing something for me. And we're gonna see, just drop everything. I'm gonna put this here. So now you have yourself a simple Italian bread with Italian seasoning, a simple little tag, simple little ribbon. Doesn't have to be anything special, just very something sweet and simple, and you can put it on a table, okay? So let me find a spot to put all that. Okay, so now this one, hopefully is a little drier, I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and stay with the same theme, red. I don't wanna mess with this one. This one I don't wanna get messed up on. They're better if you let them sit, but cannot always let them sit. Especially when you're doing lives. That's kind of a drawback on lives. You can't always do that. I'm gonna go very gentle on this one. Dang strings. Ugh! I hate strings. I hate them. I hate them. They just the most annoying thing ever on this lace or ribbon. And you gotta be still very careful. It's very wet. Thank you, Glenda. Hey, Brenda. Okay, so we got that. Let me adjust this a little bit. Actually, I probably should adjust it a little bit more. Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna try to adjust it. I'm a little off. You may lose a little your frosting, but it's okay. You can always go back in there and do it and readjust and do it. Nobody will be the wiser. There they are, strings. It's like a nightmare. Not that I'm a perfectionist, but if I'm gonna do it, let's do it the right way, Donna. Okay. It needs to dry, but like I said, it's hard to show you stuff if you want to see the entire thing all done, because it's got to dry. I'm almost done with my Sweet Annie. I have that, and then I have cinnamon stick. I thought I had a small one. Oh, guys, have you ever done the $5? Oh no, she did just realize that too. What did I realize? Did I do something? If you go to Michael's, they have $5 boxes. Hi, Helen. $5 boxes. It's mystery boxes. You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what you're going to get, you know? And so I got 3 bags of cinnamon sticks, polar bear tree skirt, which I'll never use, 2 poinsettias, a whole thing of ornaments, a big box of ornaments, but they're all colors I don't use, which are reds and stuff like that. What else did I get? Some stars. What else? Stars and something else I got. And of course, some of it I'll use and some of it, of course, I will not use, because I'm not going to use them. They're not my color. I'm not a big fan. So what do you think? No. The red kind of blends in there, so you can't really see a whole lot. The red kind of blends. Let me cut that a little bit. It seems like it's awful long. Okay. Let me put a little button on him. So, if you've never done it, it becomes an addiction. Now, I'm excited to go back and do it again. I'm seriously thinking of buying them all. You put the nut. Oh, nuts! Thank you, guys. Told you. It was a long night last night. A long night. Thank you, guys. You know, that's why you guys are here for therapy. You guys are my what is it? What do you call those? Therapists? You guys are my therapists. That didn't sound good. My therapists. Thank you. If I only had a brain. Hey, Fancy Creations, how are you? Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you, Janet. Oh, it was funny. I was, when I'm going on my YouTube, if you guys have not subscribed yet, need to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to start seeing any of the videos, because they're taking them away from being on Facebook. And I feel bad. This one lady's like, I don't know why you have to talk to everybody. And I said to her, I says, well, I'm on a live. So I have to, that's what we do on a live. She hasn't responded back. And it was like, It's not because I'm sitting here talking to myself. There we go. Thank you guys. See, what would I do without you? Hey Sandra. So simple and easy, okay? Now, this one we're gonna do Italian bread. We're gonna do this one with, we're gonna take the little crow and we're gonna take the bread. We won't put Italian on there because I don't think I can spell that. I'm not very good at writing things out. I wish I had that, because my letters just don't all go together very well. A lot of people can write and they're awesome. I have to really concentrate on that. Okay, so we're gonna take this one. We're gonna glue this on. I'm gonna go ahead and dirty this up, even though it is dirty. There's something about vintage photo that makes everything look better. So we're gonna take that on the top. That'll be here. And I like to put the Mod Podge on top because when I go ahead and do the Distress Oxide again, it looks better. Hey Terry, how are you? Hey Rhonda. Let's get this part done. What time? It's 9. So tomorrow I'm on from 9 to 9:45. So after I'm done here, I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. I can't make any more bread. I'm done. I'm tapped. I may make my egg crates, and I may make some more of these. I may take and make these all rusty and then make a bunch of eggs. What do you think? Do you think that'll look good if I took and made these rusty and then made a bunch of these eggs? Well, that's my thought anyway. I so badly want to get my Easter stuff done. I'm just really ready. This is what I love about it. When you do put the Mod Podge on, it takes that Distress Oxide and really makes it dirty. Okay, this side can be. And this side is going to be Italian bread, so do I want to do that bread or where'd it go? My bread left me. So we're just gonna, I hate writing it. Oh, let me do that. Italian. I can just put Italian on here. That's what I can do. Okay. I'll put these in here later. I can't ever tell with some of these letters what they are actually. Is that an I? Let me get them all together here, guys. I'm normally more organized, but tonight, not very well. This is just training you so you know how to spell. You know what? I don't have time for that. How's that look? Of course, it's backwards to you guys. Hi, Melissa. It's always backwards to you guys, thanks to our wonderful Facebook. And like I said, I'd leave this stuff sit and dry tonight before I spray it. But I like to spray all my breads really good. I take them up outside, line them up on a pan, and really blast them good. Then they're sealed, but then they're, after that, from that day point, God, can I talk? After that, just make sure you at least once a year spray it. How does that look? Does that look okay? And then it's got the Italian on the back. Okay, so now we have a nut bread, and we're just gonna put it in a pan. Hold on, I can take it out of this one. So this one, we'll put the dark bread in here. And see how pretty it looks if you were to put it in a pan like that. Of course, the blue and the red's not really the greatest colors together, but it looks pretty when it's in a dressed up pan. Now for something like this, I want to go look for some checkerboard napkins and stuff. So I don't mind painting, but painting and rusting is so messy. So if you can do it without making it messy. Now see, these are my originals. These are my originals back last year. These are my firsts. You can see they've really come a long way. These are all rusted up, but like I said, that was a year ago. They still look pretty good for a year ago. And these were done with the same nuts. And then if this stuff, hey Lena, you can use bagel. Actually, I did use it one time on something I had. I don't even know where it is anymore. It's possible it's sitting in my thing. Yes, you can use that if you want, but make sure you seal it. Seal it with this Mod Podge spray. Hey, Just Jackie, how are you, sweetie? Get them out of the pans. Okay, if you're gonna destroy it, you're gonna destroy the pan. There's something about the pans. If you want them in the pan, you keep them in the pan. I tear them, majority of the time, I will tear these out of the pan and put them in another pan because I like my breads to look like this and less like this. Okay? So, as I throw things around. So, like I said, you can put either or breads in there. So, it's up to you. That's your preference. So, like I tell everybody, make sure you do you. Whatever makes you feel better. You know, if you like it in the pan, then stain up the pan. Rust it up. And all this is for rusting, mind you, this is a year old, is I take Mod Podge, nutmeg, I take baking powder, baking soda, make a paste, and it makes a real thick paste. And then once it's applied, go ahead and dust it with cinnamon and cloves. You probably could. You try things, guys. The only way you're going to find out is if you try it. Thank you, you guys. Brenda, thank you. You're never going to know until you try. I learned by error. And I started just using simple toasted, I was going to say cashews, simple toasted seeds, sesame seeds, and I love it. It looks amazing on them. So here, I'll show you a sesame seed real quickly. Hang on. You can definitely tell my body's tired. So like this one I did is sesame seeds. So this one's done in sesame seeds. All these things are for sale at the auction. I will start off at a price and then we bid forward from that. Hi Moments with Celeste, how are you? So, isn't that cute? Sesame seeds and sealed. This one's already been sealed. And the nice thing is when you seal it, they're not gonna pop off. When you seal the tin after you rust it, it won't pop off. So, and then here's just the blue one I did with the blue napkins. This is still my favorite, guys. The blue napkin. So, of course, if you're going to use the blue, you're going to do a coordinating color. And that's like the bumblebee. Same thing with the bumblebee. Find the napkin that matches. Hey, Shirley, how are you? Kim, you're so sweet. But isn't that cool? Oh, thank you, Kim. But you can do different things because not everybody likes primitive. I mean, I love everything. So I'm kind of the everyday channel where everybody else may be a specific. I just love everything. I have primitive in the kitchen. I have vintage and old world in the living room and the dining room. I have some primitive in my dining room. So it's a mix. I like it. Hey, Shireen. So, but that's a different idea to use. I'm doing with the bumblebee. And then the blue one, and do it, because there's people who like vintage. How pretty is this in somebody's room that's vintage? Like for for a gift, for Mother's Day gift, you know, it's a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. These take time and effort to put into these. So it's not like they're 1, 2, 3. I mean, I can make it look 1, 2, 3. It's still a lot of work. You gotta, you know, put the spray in. You gotta put your first sanded, then you gotta put your first coat on. You gotta let things dry. It's a lot. Like I said, I'm done with breads for a while. So then, like I said, and then there's this one. So this one I would take out of here because it's really not the color I would put in here. But so they're simple liners. So you can make your own liners, guys. So I got that. So everybody needs to try those. So what do you think? You like them? There's your nut bread. And thank you for telling me I got the wrong stuff on the wrong things. And then here's the Italian bread. Now, I'm not that good at cutting bread and making slices, but maybe someday along the way. But right now, this is enough for me. I'm overwhelmed as it is. So I still have 3 more breads to go, but I think I'm going to put them in my closet and say, c'est la vie, and I'm done. I don't think I can do another bread. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 breads today. I don't need any more. Oh, thank you, Shireen. I appreciate it. Thank you, Debbie. Hi, Teresa. So, oh, thank you, Dorothy. But like I said, all this will be going into the auction. I made 7 more jars of jelly. Hey, Sally. 7 more jars of jelly. I have containers of muffins, sorted muffins and stuff. I have a pumpkin roll, pumpkin pie, or slice of pie, a pumpkin cake, I think a red velvet roll, and a red velvet cinnamon roll, or whatever those rolls are. It's one of those. And so I have a whole bunch of stuff to go. It's just going to be a lot of work, but there's a lot of things to sell, and I'd like to get them a home so I can get them out of my room. Oh, thank you guys. I do appreciate you guys coming on. Like I said, tomorrow morning on Crafter on the Clock, I will be on at 9. Hey, Linda, how are you? Oh, thank you. I think they turned out pretty good. Like I said, everything is a trial by error. You'll figure out your colors. You'll know what colors you need. They're not perfect by any means. My stuff is not perfect. There's imperfections. Sometimes the tins don't always come out great. Now, I'll repaint all this on the bottom too, but I'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to let these things sit. Like this one I didn't paint, but this is okay. You can keep the cardboard on the bottom too. It's just going to help it. Hey, Samantha, I'm sorry. I thought about you after I got on, and I'm like, oh, I don't have time to send a text. I should have. I'm sorry. So we just made 2 breads tonight, but I will catch you next time. I'll put you in my phone. But I do go on tomorrow at 9 o'clock at Central Time tomorrow, Samantha. So, I didn't sell any of my crunchy. You didn't? I'm really surprised. Your stuff is so nice, Kim. But see, not everybody's into it. I mean, you can take those jars and make them grungy, but yet make them a little classy, and people like them. And then some people just don't, you know? So it's kind of just, if not, sell them. Try to, post something on maybe your page or something, and then you can maybe try to sell some of them. And that again, guys, those jelly jars are not cheap to make. If you've never made a jelly jar, they're not cheap. Just the silicone alone for a tube, a simple tube, is like $8. And then the big push, whatever you call that silicone thing, that thing is about $6. But those things are... It's a lot of work on the hands. It's a killer on the hands, you guys. So, but this is all I had. Thank you guys. Tomorrow I have, before I can do anything, clean this, and I got to figure out what I got to make on Crafter on the Clock now. Do you take charges and debits on auctions? All my stuff is done through PayPal. Everything has to be done through PayPal. So what I do is when you purchase something, once it's all over with and I tell you what your purchase is, I need you to give me your email and I need your address. I'll go to Pirate Ship. I will put all that information in. I find out what your cost is going to be. Then I take all that and then I send you an email. And then you pay through PayPal And then once I receive the payment, then I box everything up. I actually box everything up ahead of time. Oh, you have a lot of comments. Well, you never know. Maybe they just weren't ready for it. Oh, didn't understand. Oh, for purchasing, I'll send you a text, Samantha. I'll send you a text after I'm done. So just remember, when you purchase something, I find out what the total is. I have to get your address and your email. I go to Pirate Ship, put the information in. Pirate Ship tells me what your shipping is. Then I can figure out your cost, your tax, whatever. Then I go into PayPal and it generates an invoice, and then you pay from there. And then once payment's received, the boxes are always ready to go. All I got to do is slip in a note, seal it, put the postage on it, and I take it to the post office. So, and PayPal is nothing to set up. It's pretty good to set up. I have had it for a long time, never used it until I started doing auctions. It just makes my life easy because I have documents of all my sales and stuff. Yeah, I like Pirate Ship. It's not that bad. But Samantha, I will send you a text and let you know what I was talking about. I kind of wish sometimes it would translate so you could understand everything I say that comes out of my fast mouth. My mouth goes like this 24/7. So that's all I had, guys. Hey, Lulu, how are you? But yeah, so this is it. The last two breads. I have lots of big breads, lots of little breads, nut breads, oatmeal breads, Italian breads, sesame seed breads, jellies, desserts, everything that's going to go for auction. I just don't know exactly the day, so I'll have to let you guys know. Tomorrow is once I'm done with my crafter on the clock. My goal is no more crafting. It's to focus on hey Lori, is to work on my auction. I got to get organized. It's a lot. It's a lot to do an auction. It really is. But it's so much easier. I don't have to carry my stuff outside the door. I don't have to. It's all here. Once I get it all figured out, ship it out, and I'm done. So it's super easy. So, well, guys, it's been over an hour. I'm going to let you all go. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. Crafter on the clock. I don't know what I'm going to do, but maybe I'll do that. What do you think? If I took these and rusted these up and added a bunch of the eggs, you think that would be cool? And then make it like that? You think that would look okay? Hey, Renee. I'm just trying to think of something easy tomorrow. I almost forgot I was on, so I thought tomorrow I had a free day, but I didn't. So, well, guys, I love you all. Samantha, I will send you a text or a private message. And then I will see you guys all tomorrow morning, okay? I love you all. Thank you. Bye.